Alright guys, welcome back to 215 Trades. Hope everyone is doing well. Today the 6th of January 2025. And today we'll be using the 215 technique to look for entries on gold. So stay tuned for that as I explain how we use the 215 technique. And if you have any questions, please let me know. If you're on the stream on YouTube, please just go ahead and like the video, share the link as well. Also, if you're on the TikTok platform, please also go ahead, share the video, like the video as well. And if you haven't yet done so, please also go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, which is 215 Trades on YouTube. All right, so let's get right into it. So it's now 7 o'clock, or 2 minutes after 7, which is only just a few minutes away from, well, an hour actually, away from London Open today. So let's also just do a quick audio check. Can you guys just let me know in the chat if you're able to hear me successfully, if the audio levels are all right, background music is okay. If not, we'll just get right into it. All right, so let's start. So we're using the 215 technique, and the first step of the 215 technique is for us to mark the current price of gold. So whatever price gold is trending at, that's what we are going to do. So we're just going to mark that. So let's say that's 2. Let me zoom in a bit just to make it better for everyone. So we're on the 50 minutes time frame right now. Let's put it just below right there. So whatever price gold is, we are going to mark that price, and we're going to call that our point of interest, or our POI for short. Then the next step would be for us to measure $2. So $2 from that point of interest upwards, or 20 pips upwards, and then we will call that, this should be our buy line. Okay, so the point of interest is 2631.452, so we just need to measure that to 2631, sorry, so 2633.452. Okay, so that is our buy line, and we're doing the same thing, reverse of the point of interest. So we measure $2 below, which would be 2629.452. And then this should be our sell line. Okay, still on the 15-minute time frame. All right, so being that we're going to be using 215 retest, we also have to mark out our rejection areas as well. So the closest rejection area to the 215 zone, which the 215 zone is in these areas right here. So this is the 215. So this is the 215 zone right there, and then the closest 15-minute rejection will be right there. So let me just mark to it. And see if there's any towards the sell side might have to get a rejection on the 5 minutes as it's too far on the sell line. All right, now once we've identified our 215 zone, what we now need to do is to identify our target areas um, by going to the higher time frame all the way up to the 4-hour time frame to know our target area. So we need to identify the support and the resistance on the higher time frame. So if I go to the 30 minutes time frame, I need to identify the closest 30-minute resistance and also the closest 30-minute support, because these would be your target areas if we were to take a entry. So this would be my 30-minute resistance right there, and then we're just going to go below the zone and we're going to identify that 30-minute support right there. So we're going to do this all the way up to the 4-hour, so we know what our target areas would be. So this we'll say this would be our 1-hour support as well. And then we also have to find our 1-hour resistance. So I'm going to use this section right here. Do this all the way until we get to our 4-hour. So once we have these target areas, if we were to enter a long trade, we will know what distance we should travel, where our take profit zones should be. Or if we were to enter short trade, we will know where it should be as well. Okay, good. So we have our 215 zone marked. We also have our target areas marked as well. So the next thing would be for us to go to the 5-minute time frame, and on the 5-minute time frame, that is where we would get our entries on, our entry confirmations on. All right, thank you guys for viewing the live. So as you know, if you're on TikTok, please go ahead and follow the YouTube channel as well, which is 215 Trades on YouTube. If you haven't yet done so, if you haven't yet liked the live, please go ahead and do so. Please like the live and share the live as well. We really do appreciate the support here. And thank you guys for the follow as well. All right, good. So we have the 215 zone mark. Let me see if I can bring this over into scope. So this is our 215 zone. Needed to find a 5-minute rejection. We don't have any 5-minute rejection in this week, so it's just going to be a very smooth sail if we were to get a short confirmation. So using the 215 technique, we're going to use the 215 retest method. I'm just going to explain to you what we will be looking for using this technique. Okay. All right. So if two things can happen for us to take an entry. Now, as we have our 15-minute rejection right here, if price was to come to these areas, test that 15-minute rejection line, pull back in to our 215 zone to reject yet again with a candle closure outside or above that zone, that will be a confirmation for us to enter a long position on this. All right, so if price was to break above our 215 zone, test that 15-minute rejection line and pull back into our zone, and kind of closure inside the zone to want to close outside of the zone again, then that would be a confirmation for us to enter a long trade on that. Now, if the as we know, we don't have any rejection. We don't have a 5-minute rejection, or let me put a horizontal line right here so I can hold on. All right, so if we go to the left, our sell line will be right here, but we don't have a 5-minute rejection, our 15-minute rejection line close by. So we're gonna, if it confirms a sell, then we won't wait for our retest. We just need a candle closure below that sell line. So if we were to get a candle closure below the sell line right here, then it would be confirmation for us to enter a short position from this zone. So let me just put it in right here. So if we get a candle closure below this on the 5-minute time frame, then it will be okay for us to take a short position targeting these areas. Stop loss just on the opposite spectrum of the 215 zone, or depending on how far it goes away from that sell line. Or we could also wait for a retest depending on how far that candle closed below that sell line. If it's too far, let's say it's over 10 to 20 pips, then we would wait for a retest of the 215 zone. But if it's, let's say, less than 10 pips, then it would be a good bet for us to enter that short position. But if it goes over that, then we would wait for it to retest as we waited for it to retest if we were going to enter the buy position. So if the price breaks above the 215 zone, test that 15-minute rejection line marked by these yellow broken lines, reject from the area and pull back into the zone with another rejection outside of the 215 zone, then it would be a good bet or confirmation for us to enter a buy trade from these areas, or buy position from these areas targeting the 30-minute resistance, and hopefully as well in the long run aim for that 1 hour resistance. And if we're lucky enough, we may even go for that 4 hour, but that's some distance away. But we know how these market conditions tend to be, so it can definitely go that way. So that's what I'm currently waiting for, using the 215 technique. Very simple. It's a very simple and easy technique for anyone to learn, really. But if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, now for the guys who are on the stream from the TikTok page, please, if you haven't yet followed the channel, please go ahead and do so. Also, as well, if you haven't yet followed the YouTube channel, that is 215 Trades on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. Also, if you would just be so kind just to leave a like, share the live as well. We really do appreciate the love and the support. So it's now 7:16 here in New York, in London. The London market opens at 8, so that's in the next 44 minutes. We should see some level of volume coming into the market. Not to say that we won't have some volume before the London market opens, but majority of the time, that's when the volume comes in. And we can see overall, let's say if we go to, let's go to the 1 day chart just to see what's been happening with the overall movement of gold. Well, looking at the 1 day chart, I would say it's in a pretty neutral area, in a sense. Why I say this is that we can see that price went all-time high, I believe. Sold off, came all the way to these areas at 26563. All right, rejected. There's a bit of a strong resistance in this area. So price came, tested it. You can see that it tested it 3 times, and each time it tested this area, it sold off. So now where it is in now, I would say is also a strong support area as well, right in this segment right here. So I'd say it's also still in a very strong support area as well. So it only just rejected here. Well, it rejected quite a few times, about 3 times I would say. And now here is a little bit of a neutral zone, which we want to see for it to break out of, for it to make the ultimate moves. So where the price wants to continue downwards to maybe retest this area, that's still a good bet. Is, as you can see, the 4-hour support is just above this zone right here, and the 30-minute and the 1 hour as well is above this zone. So if price wants to come down in these areas and test this area, that's perfectly fine, because we're preparing for that movement as well. And if price wants to reverse and test these areas to even come back to test these areas, are also prepared for that as well. So let's just go back now to the 5-minute time frame and see what's happening. Let me just remove this for right now. So yeah, so volume is moving a little bit slow for right now, which is perfectly fine. London opens in the next 40 minutes, so let's see what happens. Thank you guys for joining the live. Thank you as well for those who shared the live, and also those who followed the channel. Really do appreciate the love and the support. If you haven't yet done so as yet, please also go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's 215 Trades on YouTube, so you can learn how to do the 215 technique, or see the 215 technique live in action as well. All right, good. So we're only at 200 likes on TikTok. We have over 40+ viewers. Could you guys just go ahead and like the live so we can get the live stream above 1,000 likes for today? Thank you, and for all my viewers as well. on YouTube, could you just also go ahead and like the live if you haven't yet done so? We've been away for a while. Well, it's I believe this should be your first stream for 2025, which is okay. We took a break in the last segment of the year, a holiday break. As you know, that's family time, so we took a break from the markets at that point in time. The It's not a stock, it's XAU. Thank you guys for liking the live. So we took a break in December. So it's the first live stream for 2025. Mm, at the point where it is right now, it's really in a very neutral zone, really. So you can do one of two things. You can sell off, or they can increase. So we're just really just waiting for it. So I'm holding a very neutral position right now, um, just to see what's happening. All right, guys, we're still at 461 likes as well on the TikTok stream. So if you guys can just go ahead and get those likes up to 1,000, just double tap on that screen. Doesn't take a whole lot of energy to do, so please just go ahead and do that so we can get the live stream as well up to over 1,000 likes. Also, as well, guys, I believe we are currently at 493 followers on our YouTube channel. That's 215 Trades on YouTube. If we can only just get those followers up to 500. So if you can just go ahead and follow the channel on YouTube as well to get the followers over 500 followers, I really do appreciate it. So today is the 6th of January, Monday, and it's now 7:24 a.m. here in London, and we are currently waiting for a position on XAU using the 215 zone. For those who were just joining the stream, what we're currently waiting for, we're waiting for price to break above the 215 zone, test that 15-minute rejection line to pull back into the zone with a candle closure inside, and also break above that zone again with a candle closure outside for us to enter a long position. In order for us to enter a sell position or a short position, we'd like for price to break below that 215 zone with a candle closure below on the 5-minute. Now, we don't have any, what do you call it? We don't have any 5-minute rejection or 15-minute rejection on the downside, so we're just going to wait to see what happens with this. So if it breaks below the sell line, with the candle closure below the sell line, all depending on how far it closes away from the sell line, then we may take that position versus waiting for a retest. So let's see. right, so we had 711 likes, guys. Please just get those likes over to 1,000. We only need about 300 more likes, or less than 300 more likes to get the live stream over 1,000 likes. Thank you, Abe, for following the channel as well. So if you'd like to learn or see the old videos of the 215 technique, if you go to the YouTube channel, there are old videos on there of the live stream as well, and also some educational videos on there as well about the technique. So if you like to know the technique a little bit more, you can go ahead and follow the 215 Trades channel on YouTube. Brilliant. We're now over 1,000K likes. Thank you guys very much for that. Thank you, Frosted, for following the channel as well. Also, as well, guys, just please just go ahead and follow the YouTube channel as well. There's also a Telegram channel as well for those who would like to get those personal notifications as well when we're going live. The Telegram link is also in the bio. It's not a signals channel, guys. I do not send any signals in there, but I do help persons who are using the 215 technique, as it's a community of us using the technique. And if you have any questions, you can also communicate with me as well about the technique. Is that boxing shorts? What a funny name. No, we're currently waiting for confirmation for an entry. We haven't yet gotten a confirmation as yet. We're waiting for a candle closure below or 215 zone for us to enter a short position, or we're waiting for a retest of that 15-minute rejection with a candle closure inside, with another breakout side for us to enter a long position. So we're currently waiting right now. We're not 100% sure what it's going to do, so we're just waiting to see how it plays out. It's now 7:30 a.m. here in London. It's snowing ish outside. And the London session opens in 30 minutes as well. So at that point in time, we should be seeing a lot of volume at that point in time. So let's see what happens. Thank you guys for following the channel as well, for those who follow the channel on TikTok, and also for those who follow the channel on YouTube. If you're on TikTok and you haven't yet followed our YouTube channel, please go ahead and spread the support by going to 215 Trades on YouTube and follow. Joshua, you're already in longs at 2633. You entered at 2633? Am I right, Joshua? You entered at 2633? Because if you did, might be. You should be close to for the pips now, down and drawdown. If my math's correct. Mm, 2631. Okay, so you from my 215 zone. All right. Well, you can now see we're on a 5-minute time frame, and ooh. All right. So price, there's some fluctuation, some great. Yeah, it is XAU USD. Uh, yeah, we now have some spur of volume now inside of the market. So sorry for Josh. I'm not sure what SL you using or Drew. Is it Drew? No, Andrew. Yeah. So price is breaking rapidly below um, our sell line. So let's see what happens. All right, come on, guys. We're now at 1,000 likes. We need to get those likes up to 2K. So if you can just go ahead and double tap on that screen so we can get those likes up to 2,000. Now, the good thing about it, and the good thing about using the 215 technique, let's say we don't take an entry on any of these breaks. We have these are two entry model the two entry model technique. So we are always in it. So entry model one, let's say, so entry model one would be here. And if you want to learn this more, just go ahead and follow the YouTube channel. That's 215 Trades, where I explain this technique all in detail. All right. So is that all you trade on here? For the time being, yes, it's the only thing that I'm currently looking at. But the 215 technique is a blanket technique that you can actually use this technique on. Once you understand the technique in full, you can use this technique on any other pair. All right. Clone. So can I move it? It's so close to it. Okay. All right, so that's entry model one. However, we also have entry model two, which we can take from a support or any of the resistance. I do not like how this candle broke. So let's wait for a retest or possibly an entry model two setup. So if we don't take this entry, we have entry model 2, which we can take from the 30-minute support or even the 1-hour support, which is just waiting for us to get a rejection from these areas. We just need for price to, let's say price came down to these areas, right? If it rejects with a candle closure, two candle closures go in the opposite direction, then it would be right for us to enter a rejection trade, which would be a buy from these areas as well. So let's see what happens. Here SL is 2626. 2626, okay. But you entered at 2631. See if you entered at 2631. Well, I didn't have to measure this. I could have just okay. So using about a 50 pip stop loss. Okay, that's all right. Okay. not doing that. So we want this now to happen. We need a retest of that zone, and then we go for that entry one. If not, we'll take an entry two setup. Well, based on the looks of it, this kind of broke with a lot of volume, but I could say it's possibly a fake out as well, because it was being squeezed right here, so it may very well pull back. But by the looks of it, we're almost going in to the London session in the next 20 minutes, and if this is the direction, more than likely the London session is going to continue with the downward trend. So yeah, I think your stop loss is about to get hit, Andrew. All right, come on, guys. We are at 1.6K likes on TikTok. So if we can just get those likes up to 2K likes. All right, good. So the price has broken down to our 30-minute support. Let's see what happens. Okay, so sadly it seems that my channel got flagged again on TikTok. I'm not sure even why do I even still use TikTok anymore to do this kinds of things, because each time I try, this is about the second channel I have on there that they keep on flagging no matter what I try. So I'm just gonna give the TikTok scene a break, because obviously they do not like the 215 zone, despite the fact that I do not do or ask anyone to do anything outside the norms. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Andrew. Sorry about that. So TikTok flagged my live stream. It seems, not sure if somebody reported it. But yeah, I'm not. It's not the first they're doing this really. Yeah. So it rejected from the 30-minute support, which is expected, because at a 30-minute support, there's always a lot of buying pressure. So we can expect for price to pull back. Are you still in that oh, yeah, it hit that SL. Sorry about that. Well, you followed me. Well, all right, there you go. So if you haven't yet followed us yet, Andrew, please go ahead and follow the channel. We will be using YouTube more actually, because TikTok is, they don't like the whole streaming trading thing. However, it's a bit sad though, because I do see other persons on there doing the same thing that I do. But as I say, puss and dog don't have the same luck. Alright, so let's see what happens. All right, now, so for us to enter a proper sell now, I like for it to retest um, that zone based off that break. Now, if it can retest that zone, then with a candle closure outside, then I'm happy to go for it. Um, Now, if not, if it continue downwards, then we can look for an entry model 2 as well. So it's a bit of a waiting game, and we still have time because the London session doesn't open until the next 18 minutes. So we really want to get that stream and that flow of where the London session is actually going to go. So let's see what's gonna happen, because if we zoom out, let's say we go to the higher time frames. um yeah, so this little area right here can also be another, on the 1 hour support, can be a spring for the price to reject and continue upwards as it did before right here. So we just need to wait right now and be patient and see if we can get an entry model 2 set up on the break of any on the rejection of on any of these lines. All right, so if you guys haven't yet, you subscribe. All right, thank you. Hopefully you're in the Telegram group as well, Andrew. If London market opens now, is it good to get in at 2630 and sell? We well, it's not really the price I'm so much concerned about, but it's really the pattern. So if it doesn't confirm an entry for me, I wouldn't take it. Really, Andrew, I would only take it if it confirms an entry. So because even though the market is going down now, when the London session open, it may not continue on this trend. It may just very well reject. So let's see. Just wait for 8 o'clock, 15 more minutes, and see what's happening at that point in time. So it's breaking. I think I need to find. So between that 1 hour support and that 4 hour support, there is a lot of space in between that for the price to move. I need to find, because I think what's going to happen is that it's just going to break through those lines. It's going to break through that 30-minute support and that 1 hour support. I need to find the bottom for a rejection. So let me just put that line right there and put it in broken. Okay. All right, thank you guys for joining the live. If you haven't yet followed the channel, please go ahead and do so. If you haven't yet liked the live as well, please go ahead and do so. So we're close, extremely close to that 30-minute support. You can only just wait for a projection on any of these lines, whether it's a 30-minute support or that 1 hour support. So let's see what happens. The London session open in 15 minutes as well. So we'd also want to see what the market opening does as well for us. Really not sure what's wrong with TikTok. Is anyone in a position right now? Okay, you're in a buy. Okay, but I believe what price are you did you take that buy from boxing shorts? You see how funny it is with TikTok? So they reject they remove my live access just now on TikTok, and I appealed it, and then they approve it again. So what do they really want? Is why did you reject my live access to then to only come again to approve it again? Why did you do that in the first place? In a buy from 2628. 2628. Okay, all right. Well, that's not bad. What's your SL on that boxing shorts? 2624. Okay. All right, that's not bad. So that's a 40 pip stop loss. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's a stop loss I would use as well if I was to take an entry, because we took an entry using the 215 technique majority of the times. Well, it depends on what entry model you take, because if you take entry model 1, it would be 40 pips, it would just be up on the opposite side of the zone. Versus if you took entry 2, it would be where the rejection is. Are we getting a rejection here? Tested that 30-minute support, and it can set up for an entry model 2 if we get another candle closure going in the opposite direction. But it's 7:50, 10 minutes away from the London opening. Angie, could I ask you though? You entered a buy there. Could you what was your confirmation for you to enter no, it's not Andrew, sorry. Boxing shorts. What was the confirmation for you to enter the buy? and the reason why I asked was just how I was taught really. I can't usually if it's going downwards like with all red candles. I just find it hard to enter an opposite position without like a break or a change in the pattern, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so based on the pattern now that it's trying to do now, it's possible trying to confirm an entry two. Entry two would be a rejection from support or resistance with two candles going in the opposite direction. It's only a little bit tricky because the London opens in 7 minutes. So what does it really want to do um, at this point? So let's see. And for those who are on the live stream on TikTok, please just go ahead and follow the YouTube channel, which is 215 Trades on YouTube, so you can learn how we do the 215 technique. Now, what you see on your screen there is XAU USD. I think I'm gonna have to. It's just that the TikTok platform has a wide, an extremely wide reach. Um, oh no, what did I just do? All right, so in 5 minutes, the London session opens. Okay. All right. TikTok. All right, let's leave TikTok for today. TikTok just rejected the live stream again. Wow. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, that's a very massive rejection. London market is open in a few minutes, so we should see some spike in volume now. My entry. All right, so what I'm looking for now. So now, if price comes back to test that 215 zone, then I'm good for it. Additionally, as well, based on of the looks of things, I can also take an entry model 2 right here, where it is right now to enter a buy from this position, because it confirmed an entry model 2 as well to take a long from this position right here. Put my stop loss just below that, and I think I'm going to do that as well because it rejected from that 30-minute support. So let's see what happens. Okay, so London, let's see what London wants to do. The market is opening now. All right, so it's going to continue. Yeah, it's going to continue with the sell. That entry 2 right there was not the best. Let's see. Right, so put this aside. So looking at it, what if it comes back to the zone? That's good as well. If it comes back to the zone, then it rejects from that zone, then it's a proper indication for it. It wants to continue lower to retest these areas. I'm giving it a swing though with that entry model 2 from right here, using a smaller stop loss and a smaller lot size as well, as per the rules of entry model 2, as it's going against the trend. So I'm just trying to see if this one can ride out, can reject from right here and go back to retest that zone. So let's see what happens. How do I open the charts for this one? Or if it wants to continue downwards on that trend. So let's see what happens. Let's see what London does for us today. Okay, good. Let's see if we can continue to get that push upwards. Need to see a break this candle. Okay. All right. Okay, we're up. Come on. Ooh, what a rejection. Are you still in your position, Andrew? No, it's raining and snowing at the same time. Wow. All right, so an entry model 2, we had a rejection from that 30-minute support. Two candle closures going in opposite direction towards the trend. Buy's position was entered based off that smaller stop loss and lot size as per the rules of entry model 2. So now we're just waiting for price to possibly push higher into the zone. Waiting for this one to see what this candle does. Hopefully it flips in the direction we want it to, so we can take some profits today. So let's see what's happening. We're just waiting patiently for this one to play out. If you guys haven't yet followed the channel as yet, please go ahead and do so. If you haven't yet liked the live as yet, please go ahead and do so. Now the lot in the session is really just open, and if we hold this position, if the trend continues as well and continue upwards, then we actually we caught it at the bottom in a sense. So let's see. Very optimistic with this one. We just like for it just to push higher into our zone, and we should be in it for the rest of the day. So let's see what happens. Ultimately, let's see if we can get it to even our point of interest back from here as well, but it's getting a bit of a fight. Okay, you're just waiting for it to come to close to 2624, 2625 to get a buy-in. Okay. Well, yeah, you can follow the trend if you'd like. It depends on what entry model you're using, Andrew. So it depends on the entry model you're using. You can follow the trend if you like. Entry model 2 of the 215 technique is the more risky one, because it really is going against the trend. It's the most risky entry model because it's going against the trend. So you have to properly risk manage in the sense of you using the correct lot size, and also using a very tight stop loss in a sense, versus using the bigger stop loss if you were using entry model 2. So yeah. Let's see what happens. If this candle closes above here, then we should be all right. 8:15, and we also will be ending the live stream as well in the next 18 minutes. So let's see what happens then. Yeah, we're having a bit of a tug of war right here. Yeah, we have a tug of war going on. We have strong buyers, we have strong sellers in right now. We still can't get a candle closure above these lines, so I'm not too happy about that. Still can break above these highs right there. Brilliant. That's a very nice move. All right. So let's manage our trade properly, guys, and do what you need to do now. If I post my trades, what do you mean post my trades? Oh, do you mean like you see those guys doing where they make the those videos and show how much they made on the entry and all of that? Is that what you mean, Andrew? If that's it, not as yet. We're looking into it. We only just started the live stream, doing these live stream trades. So as you can see, the page is a bit new, so not everything is going to be available on the page as yet. Do you offer them as a paid subscription thing? Oh no, we're not at that level as yet, my friend. Eventually, once we get the momentum up, but we're only just starting out, so it's just free for all right now at the minute. We're just trying to grow the movement because it's something new. The 205 technique is, well, I'll say, proprietary. Um, have you have a Discord? No, not a Discord, but you can join the Telegram group as well. You can also speak to me from the Telegram group as well. Inside of the Telegram group, I believe there's a chat community where you can speak to me, speak to other members who are using the 215 technique as well. So yeah, if you join the Telegram group, Andrew, you can be a part of the community. Okay, it broke, it flipped above it. I'm going to move this here, take the risk off the board. It's the first day of the week, so let's see what happens now. Yeah, there is a Telegram group as well. All right, so I'm taking my money off the board. Now let's see what happens, if it's just going to come back and hit me out break even, or if it's just going to continue the trend. We have been having a very great tug of war in this little area here. So let's just see what happens. Oh, you already joined. All right, good. So there should be a chat option there in the Telegram group. If you hit that, you should be able to. It should add you to an additional group. If not, I'll just post it again later on, and you can join the chat bit where you can speak to other members of the group who is using the 215 technique, because it's the only trading technique that I actually use, and I actually teach persons the 215 technique. So yeah. Sorry, the noise. You can tune in again tomorrow, same time, same place. If you'd like to be a part of the next setup where we go a live stream at 7 a.m. London time. So all right, so it's scraping up smoothly, which is very good. All right. All right, cool. So let's take partials now. We're already at break even as well, so we're okay. So this was a good setup for today. So let's see what happened just in time as well, because we're going to end the live stream in about 8 minutes. So it was a very good day. Very good day today, I must admit. Took us very long to get that set up, but that's the thing. That's the name of the game. Patient is the key. We always just have to be patient whenever we're trading. Trading is not a sprint. It is really a marathon. Okay, guys. All right, so ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So make sure you guys take your profit. Make sure you guys move your SL to where it should be, and all of that if you had taken the entry with us today. So that's a very good setup, a very nice, a lovely win to start the trading week off as well. We can't complain. We can't complain. Definitely can't complain. How many pips was that move? 25 pips, not bad. Not bad. And I definitely think it may want to give us some more. So, yeah. All right, brilliant. Great win, lovely win, just in time as well, just in time as well, guys. So that's a very nice win. Okay, good. How many guys got that? How many guys took that entry with us, or were you guys only just waiting to see if it would play out? And for those who are just joining, let me just break down what really happened. So what we were initially waiting for on the we wanted to get a sell from here before all of this happened. However, the price broke through that sell line aggressively, and we didn't have a 5-minute rejection. So we were waiting for a retest for the price to come down, then retest that entry zone. However, price came down. It tested that 30-minute support, rejected from the 30-minute support with two candles going in the opposite direction, which confirmed entry model 2. So I took that entry model 2, targeting the 215 zone um, as our full TP. Well, a full TP would be at the point of interest. So if it continues, then that would be lovely. But it can very well reject as well, but that's fine. If it wants to reject and close the trade out, that's perfectly fine as well, because we've already taken partial, so we're all good for right now. So price came down, tested that 30-minute support, rejected with two candle closures going in the opposite direction. So we risk managed, we entered that trade using the proper stop loss and also using the proper lot size as well, because we know that entry model 2 is quite risky as we are going against the trend. So lovely. Let's look at that, so we can just let that play out for the rest of the day. Got in the end for some small profits. No problem at all, Andrew. As they always say, profits is profit, my friend. But this was a bit of a tug of war, though. We did get a lot of pullbacks in this little zone here, but more than likely, I can believe that I think this will continue to go upwards as well, to basically reverse that trend. But let's see what it does, because if it goes back into that 215 zone and close outside of it, it's going to confirm a sell in the end. So we just want to be careful as well. All right, if you guys haven't yet followed the channel, please go ahead and do so. All right, if you haven't liked the live as yet, please go ahead and do so as well. Also, if you haven't joined the Telegram group as yet, please go ahead and do so. It will also mean the world as well if you also share the channel, so we can spread the word for the 215 technique and teach everyone how to do the or how to identify technique and the entries. It's very easy, very simple, and it's also straightforward. And on that note, my friend, we are going to end the live today. So thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for all the appreciation and the support. A great, lovely win for the start of the week. And I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.